Pluto brings gifts, the ancestors, realizations, transformation, change, death, rebirth, reason. Felt presence of experience elementalized into thought consciousness through opportunity, because awareness is prepared. That's what these times are. In big change is always opportunity. Alright, so everything speaks to me in life, nature or manufactured. We just had the major technical issue with the security company. I forget the name. Their definition update broke a whole lot of Windows devices. Interesting side note, my friend who's still in IT let me know. He said that Azure went down shortly before this happened. Azure's for cloud computing, to host machines and services online. So shortly after that, then we get this major security issue. A bug which breaks everything. The convenience of white male planned obsolescence. Oh, we're just greedy, we're just, we just want to do good and all this stuff. We're doing our best, Just a mistake. Gives a lot of people a lot of different points of view to rally with in relation to trying to determine what the hell that means. But it's the change of value, the technical aspects. I feel it's testing for what's to come here probably soon. Maybe Mercury retrograde, we'll see. So changing values, the denials of the self, the value of you, our energy, our time, our life, essentially. How do we reassess it and understand it without weighing it on the scales of relation to this? How do you know it through what it can be, not what it has been? How do you cultivate your value in this world? Alright, so with Mars entering into Gemini and trining Pluto in this full moon, having all these technical things, the cyber polygon, Davos, pandemic-esque trial, global hacker thing of 2020 is just a hint at what's to come. Planned obsolescence through good guy, bad guy dynamics. It works. We've been reduced to children in this world because we had to give away our sovereignty for the shit show, and now the shit show has reached its pinnacle. So you got to reclaim whatever you gave away, otherwise it's going to take it. And it's nothing you get back, it's what you can find within yourself through what you haven't been. So that's part of your value transformation. So right, necessity is the mother of invention. That's why Gaia and Uranus give birth to Saturn in the form of new spirit being worked into reality, the square energies. So how do you work with change rather than be afraid of it or fight it? Especially when you don't really agree with the change, but I realize my disagreements with things, it's based off of my understanding, my interpretation, which is changing. And I know that not everything is 100% good or bad. So, in these changes, the feudalism of spirit, we've got this transformation of value from the last conjunction cycle with grand conjunction Saturn, Jupiter. Now we're going from air back into, because we did hit air in 80-81 with the Star Wars project. But we're back into the mental value here in air with the grand conjunctions going to be in Aquarius and the air signs for 200 years. There'll probably be one or two into one of the other elements. I'll have to look, but I don't care. It's just that we're our psyche, the element of psyche, is being fathered into form through the expansion of release with Jupiter. So Jupiter is the benevolent aspect here. It allows us the feminine energy to create through the release. It allows for growth. And so it's going to be a constant hold and release thing, just like life does. A lot of our value is predicated on the relations of our entrainment, epigenetics. You know, we imprint in the early days of life, and so our psychic awareness is conditioned to that of a child in relation to this place. And over time you can see where the infantilism is pushed. I mean, I read about kids in Civil War, like 12 years old, leading men, leading boats, captains. It's like, if you're in the spirit, it doesn't matter your experience, if you're in the spirit, in the moment, it comes alive if it's in you. That's how life is. But now, with this world, there's no opportunity for the spirit to be realized. People are becoming teenagers into their late 20s, early 30s now, The state has become the parent. So the value is within you. How do you bring your life to life? How do you reclaim your ignorance? You're going to have to release false pride in order to do that. You know it's false when it's only there to hold static dynamics, which are from past cast illusions. So getting back to the value thing, we know it's coming. We know there's going to be a cut over to the digital stuff. The conditioning, the writing, everything has been echoing, bouncing around for a while. It's good to take the creative energies of the masses during this peak of summer and refocus that into something that causes the reflection to grow through the observer. So what could happen that could pull our collective unconscious into co-signing reality as it might be orchestrated in the coming weeks here? Some kind of unifying value which uplifts us, How can we get to that and safeguards us from evil hackers and people saying bad things and all the bad stuff in the world? How can we hide that so we can live in our little bubble-wrapped worlds without opening anything up and touching it and feeling the spirit of life? This is to me, when they say the meek shall inherit the earth, it's the realization of the value from here out. What is the value of your experience right here, right now, in life? It's meek because you can't share that with others unless they resonate with it. If you can, then it's fake, it's false, it's icon. But if the spirit is real, if the moment is real, the experience, the need, the necessity, mother of invention arises, then it pulls your purity to form. You become the progenitor, the progeny of Saturn through that. I don't know, I'm talking as if I know, but it's just ideas. It's what can you value? Find your language, find the way to bring that into existence. How do you fortify yourself from the shit show so you are not controlled by the narrations? That's a key for these times. I think the more you dig into it, the closer and closer you get to the unknown of you. And when you can get okay with that, then the world is not as earth-shattering. Alright, well, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, listening, and being.